These are some details, like there are sometimes curiosities about who can be Sharia scholars and what are their qualifications and how they are chosen. I mean, at the moment it is done by because there are very far and few between Sharia scholars who are internationally renowned or accepted and known, because the purpose of Sharia assurance is that their name or their approval should give confidence to all level, and there are very few people who can enjoy that level of acceptability and credibility in the market or in the regions. Some people are local Sharia scholars, some are regional, some are international. So that's the divide at the moment. But all of them should have really at least some educational qualification, and they should have like a lifelong reputation built at whatever level they are working. And their demography, like their from where they come or what school of Islamic law they belong, is all important in the choosing of the Sharia scholars, because to reflect the shareholders' value or reflect the other stakeholders, customer base and other things. So for instance, if there is an institution which is operating only in the Middle East, so they would like to have a Middle Eastern background Sharia scholar. Yeah? Or if it is Far East, they have to have, or if it is Southeast Asian, then they have to have that demography represented. And the school of Sharia school of thought, Sharia law school, which is prevalent in that area, has to be represented. These are all the qualifications. I have taken it from the central bank's requirement, yeah, and they vary from area to area and locality to locality and industry to industry. But these are just the guidelines that if it is to be formalized at a regulator level, at a higher corporate level, these are the degree requirements: Bachelor in Islamic Studies plus specialization in Islamic jurisprudence and some knowledge of finance. Or if somebody is coming from finance, then they have to have the cross-discipline background. And fortunately, the many Sharia scholars have that caliber of cross-discipline expertise. Apart from qualification, I mean, very few Sharia scholars are just fresh graduates, really. They have to have some experience of industry or some experience of community acceptability in other role other than the financial field. So like they have to have like imam or a scholar or a dean or a lecturer or a mufti who has credibility in other areas of Sharia application apart from the finance. So like social or personal or other like family law expertise. So the track, but for the finance to come, then if they have few years experience, then the financial institution feel confident to take them. Otherwise, there is a bottleneck or problem for the fresh graduates to start up as a Sharia advisor, but they are increasingly taken as a internal Sharia officers. And of course, all the other like CRS check or financial background check and all the other regulatory checks are there. So solvency and financial integrity. I mean, because it's highly risky, so any Sharia advisor or Sharia officer who has any taint on his background, either financially or otherwise, or in any other issues, then it will bring the it will be baggage or burden or risky for the institution. So all these checks are to be done, and these are really detailedly illustrated on Bank Nagara and State Bank of Pakistan's qualification for the Sharia scholars. So apart from like solvency and financial integrity, some reputation like recommendations, and the board of directors, they do take like many informal and formal consultations with various bodies before they really appoint someone Sharia scholar.